beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to hello, Cinderella Phenomenon. So now we're gonna choose the opposite, choice. We're gonna rent Waltz. I rush toward him. Let him go. The Chico, no, it's not safe. Mother, please don't hurt him. Mother, oh, right. Haha, got it. Mother looks at me and then to Waltz. Her lips slowly curl into a wicked grin. So this is what your relationship has become. Yes, it has, Mother. Julian looks through me and I follow her gaze. The people are starting to back away, their expression a mixture of fear and anger. This is exactly like 4 years ago. What should we do now? That witch just killed the new king. Everyone, it's best for you all to go home and stay there where you'll be safe. And what? Wait until that witch kills us. One woman points an accusing finger at me. Her fear is palpable. Palpable? That murderer is a witch as well. She's exactly like her mother. A wicked witch. What, you jerks? No, I'm not. The people begin to curse me. I stand quietly and listen to their insults. I cannot blame them for thinking this way. Karma moves to stand beside Jury, and the two of them shield me from the angry masses. I doubt any of these people will listen to anything I have to say. Stop! Whoa, hello, who's this? A familiar man walks toward us with a gentle smile. You are... Oh, it's the man that we gave him that teddy bear for his daughter. Yes, you remember me. You helped make my daughter happy on her special day with your gift. I'm surprised when both he and his wife come to stand beside me. What are you doing? I can finally properly repay you for what you've done. The man smiles at me before turning his attention to the crowd. We won't let you hurt the princess. Rumors may have spread about her being a cold and wicked person, but those rumors are false. I know the truth. She's truly a kind person. She just protected us from the evil queen. Have you no shame? The angry shouting begins to fade into hushed accusations and aggressive whispering. That's right! We won't let you hurt big sister. Oh my god, the kids I played with! These are the children that Waltz and I played with, the ones that watched the shows. The children stand to my other side. And young kids don't have that mindset to lie yet, so they're obviously telling the truth. Big sister is a very good person and we won't let you hurt her. I can only stare in shock at everyone around me. My vision blurs as my tears come to my eyes. I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. Everyone. I'd cry too. A simple act of kindness can go a long way, can't it? These people believe in me. That is why I have to live up to their hopes. I take a deep breath and start walking forward. Jaren grabs my hand, her brow creasing with worry, but I shake my head at her and smile. I'll be okay. Jaren looks at me for a few moments before she finally releases me. Now that I am directly in front of everyone, the area has quieted. Oh, excuse me. I close my eyes and take another deep breath. Slowly I get down on one knee before them. I'm sorry. The crowd begins to murmur again. I can hear more than a few stifled gasps. Or stifled? Princess, you shouldn't. I raise a hand to silence Jurian. I once again look to the townspeople. I know my words are meaningless, but I still want to apologize for everything my mother has done, and also to the people I have hurt. I was blind and naive, ignoring the fear and anxiety of so many people. But I have grown since then, and now I see with clear eyes the hatred you have for my mother and for me. The crowd remains silent as I continue. King Gennaro was killed by my mother, and I was not strong enough to save him. So yes, you are correct. I am the reason he is dead now. But I made a promise to him, and I intend to keep it. I will protect Angeli in his stead. And I hope that all of you will give me a chance to prove myself worthy as your princess and your future queen. I promise I will make things right again, no matter what it takes. I bow my head once again before standing. I then turn to Jurin and Karma. I notice that Fritz and Garland are absent, and that Alcaster is nowhere to be seen. Where are Garland and Fritz? They took Alcaster's body away from all of this. Body? You mean... He has passed. A heaviness begins to sink into my chest. Bloodshed will only beget more bloodshed. This is why I cannot let anyone die anymore. Please do your best, big sister. I'm pulled out of my reverie by the voice of one of the little boys. Let's play it together again when you come back. I stare at their smiling faces with bleary eyes. I do not even know if I will live through this, but I do not have the heart to ruin their optimism. I'd like that. I need them to keep hoping for a better tomorrow, so they will be strong enough to stand on their own feet if they must face the whole world. Jurian, tell Delore and Parfait what happened when they come back to the Marchand. What are you planning to do? Under no circumstances are you to go to that witch alone, am I clear? Waltz would not want you to sacrifice yourself for him. Step back and smile at her and Karma. I apologize for this. I back away toward the palace, putting as much distance as I can between me and the crowd, platform and Karma and Jurian. Then as swiftly as I can, I hold up my hand to cast a large dome-shaped shield around the palace and How can I do that, but I couldn't attack? The energy is falling away from me even as I cast the spell, only to be replaced by new energy. The Tenebrarum is gaining power. Sorry, Jurian. Sorry. Jurian rushes toward the shield and places her hand on it. She calls my name, but I only shake my head at her. Princess Michiko, don't be so foolish. No, I refuse to let anyone die. I can manage the shield for an hour. That should be enough time to save Waltz and end this for good. I offer one last smile before I turn and rush to the palace gates. Jurian and Karma continue to call my name, but to no avail. I'm sorry, everyone, but this is something I must do on my own. This is the only way I can protect you all. I expected resistance when I entered the palace, but to my surprise there was no one here, not a single soul. Everyone must have evacuated when Mother appeared outside. The stagnant air around me is suffocating. The night air is quiet and cold as death. My footsteps are very loud in the emptiness of the palace. If I give him powers to her voluntarily, will I die? This thought has haunted me since I first entered the palace. It's already freaking dark. How did it turn from day to dark before an hour even happened? All too soon the doors to the throne room are before me. I pause in front of them, suddenly feeling anxious. There must be something else I can do besides submit to Mother. I need to find a way to protect Waltz and save Angeli from her. I clasp my hands together in silent prayer. Father, please guide me. I take a deep breath and with renewed determination push open the doors. I don't think she's there. The brightest star. Oh, we're gonna end the chapter off with the brightest, with the word star. It's so cute. When I enter the room, Mother is the first person I see. She is sitting so regally on the throne, but as I draw closer, I notice how pale she has become since I last saw her. My gaze shifts to Waltz, who is kneeling beside her like a loyal servant, a rope of light binding him in place. Waltz! Chico, you shouldn't have come here. Mother flicks her wrist, tightening Waltz's bounds. Hush now. My mind is racing as I desperately try to conjure a plan. If Waltz has yet to escape, it must be because his bindings are stopping him from using his magic. If I can just break Mother's concentration, perhaps I can free him. But how do I do that? A terrible pain travels through my chest and it makes my heart throb. I put a hand into my chest and grimace. It feels as if some part of me has suddenly been severed. Severed? This feeling, could it be that shield I built around the palace has been destroyed? Oh, it seems like we have visitors. Visitors? Oh! Hi! The door flies open and Parfait suddenly walks in, face stern. Dolores strides in beside her. Why are you here? Everyone outside is safe. Garland, Jurian, and Karma are doing their best to evacuate them to their homes. They will be safer there. And then there's you. You did this very foolish thing, striding in here on your own. How sad. I had expected there to be more reinforcements, but it's just you two. We don't need an army to stop you, Hildire. Mother's lips curl into a tight frown. Bold words. But might I remind you that I'm the one with the hostage. If I see any of you move a finger, I would end this boy's life. Mother turns to me once again and snickers. And I'm pretty sure my daughter here wouldn't like that, would you, love? No. My eyes meet Waltz. He shakes his head at me, eyes gleaming with insistence. No doubt he'd want me to put myself over him, but I came here to save him. No matter how much I try to think myself out of this, it seems impossible. In the end, I'm still weak. I'm still useless. Now, where were we? Chico, don't do what she says. The rest of Dolores' words become muffled when Mother flicks her wrist and causes the glass wall to rise between us. Hildire! Dolores' voice sounds as if it's echoing from far away. Quiet. Parfait holds up her hand and magic begins to sparkle at her fingertips. Before she can form any sort of a spell, Mother twirls her fingers and tightens Waltz's magic bindings. Waltz cries out in pain as he collapses to the floor. No, Parfait, you can't. Please stop this. Parfait approaches the glass wall and places a palm on top of it. Are you not growing tired of this, Hildire? The humans have already suffered so much for what they have done in the past. Is that still not enough? Humans are fickle creatures, and that is why they cannot be trusted. Nothing can ever change how I perceive them anymore, Fate. There is a shadow of sadness on Mother's face, but it's only momentarily. I cherished the humans, even respected them, yet they destroyed my kind out of here for some silly story. If it had not been for that human bard, it would never have come to this. Hans already paid dearly for his mistakes when a witch murdered him. But you know just as well as I that he was trying to mend his mistakes. Mother stomps her feet on the floor with a scowl. His death has changed nothing. Hildire! Silence, Fate. You will never understand the feeling of being feared and hated. Mother turns to me again, her eyes cold. Now, are you ready to return what is rightfully mine, Michiko? I look at Parfait and Delora, then at Waltz. I cannot give my powers back to Mother, but not when I know what she would do once she is the Cinderella and barrier again. But I cannot let her kill Waltz either. If these fools here had not changed you, I would have had no qualms about letting you remain the Cinderella and barrier. I raised you to be the perfect queen. All that I did to prepare you for the crown. Mother knows best. No, let's not get all tangled up in here. Mother, that's it. If I can pretend that I'm on her side, then maybe I can buy enough time to save Waltz. Maybe Parfait will come up with an idea. I glance at Waltz. My heart aches when our gazes meet once again. Forgive me, Waltz, but this is the only plan I have right now. I take a deep breath as I face Mother once again. You're right. I should have listened to you. I want to go back to the way we were, Mother. What are you doing? Michiko, can you guys think? Have like telepathy? Is that it? When I'm sending my message through my brain to you guys, we need that. I ignore Waltz and Delora's voices and focus only on Mother. You have always been right, Mother. I remember the disdain looks the people gave me earlier. Even after I saved everyone, they still wish I would die. No, they didn't. We're gonna lie though. I was so scared. Yes. Now you see. I only wanted to protect you from those cruel humans, my daughter. Kept me away from everyone. I was alone. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, but you need to go back to sleep forever. Only then do I realize that I'm crying, not because I need her forgiveness, but because there is no helping her. The only way to help my mother is to make her disappear. She cannot be saved anymore. I just wanted to be loved and accepted. Mother stands up from the throne and slowly walks toward me, her arms spread. And in my arms you will always be. Chico, the Marchant accepted you for who you are. No, you were all forced to accept me because you know what would happen if I stayed the way I was. You were afraid that it would end up like Mother. Michiko, you're right. I am like my mother. We're related by blood after all. You're right, Michiko. You're sweet and perfect and wonderfully obedient as any daughter ought to be. I was blinded by the Marchant's lies once, but I now realize that no one loves me as you do, Mother. Michiko, Waltz is broken. He's broken right now. The pain in Waltz's voice is unbearable, but I do not look at him. I do not flinch away when Mother stops in front of me and wraps her arms around me. Gone is the warmth I thought I felt whenever she hugged me. Right now, Mother's embrace is as cold as ice. Will you still accept me, Mother? Of course, Michiko. When Mother pulls back, the smile on her face is bright and beautiful. This is how I remember her. Filled with love for me. I knew you would return to me. There are so many things I have planned for the two of us, but you need to prove yourself worthy of my love and trust once more. What? Mother's eyes gleam. Prove to me that you chose me, my darling. Choose, sorry. Mother turns around and gestures to Waltz. Kill the traitor. Okay. I'll kill you, Mother, because you're a traitor. My heart sinks. This wasn't part of the plan. What should I do now? I know that one offensive spell, but I do not want to hurt Waltz. But I haven't perfected it yet. But what you can do is enough to hurt and paralyze your enemy for a short time. I can pretend to cast it on Waltz and direct it at Mother. Waltz told me before that it's impossible to cast two shields at the same time. Mother already has one shield up, so she cannot cast another shield on herself unless she dispels the first. But with the two of us being so close, I'm likely to hurt myself as well. That's fine. I'll hurt myself over Waltz. I close my eyes, mind set. This is not the time to worry about myself. I just have to hope that this opening is big enough excuse me, big enough to give everyone the opportunity that they need. For you, Mother, I would do anything. Extend my hand and allow the energy to gather in my fingertips. Impressive that you're able to learn this deadly and painful magic in such a short span of time. This spell will be a befitting end for the traitor. Michiko, don't! Parfait, no! Don't ruin this! Parfait attempts to break down the glass wall, separating us with a spell, but it only cracks the surface. By the time you destroy that wall, it will be too late, Fate. You can't do this, Michiko. Guys, trust me, trust me. Dolores has now joined Parfait in trying to destroy the wall that Mother has built. I ignore them and focus back on my spell until I feel the familiar current of energy pulsate in my arms. Do they really think I'm gonna kill Waltz? Really? It is ready. Now say goodbye to that traitor. Goodbye. I hold out my hand to Mother just as I release the energy. Mother. I did not give Mother any time to react. The electricity crackles in the air. Crackles in the air just as the spell makes contact with her body. Because we are so close to each other, I too feel the impact of electricity as it trickles through me. I collapse on the ground, tears in my eyes. It hurts so much. Michiko, see, trust me! How could you do this, Michiko? I blink away my tears to see Mother lying on the floor opposite me, her face filled with rage as she looks at me. Out the corner of my eyes, I notice that the glass wall has disappeared and Waltz is already on his way toward me. The bindings made of light are gone. Waltz lifts me up and then moves to one of the corners of the room. The sensation of pain spreading throughout my body is like being pricked with hundreds of needles. Waltz tucks my hair back, his features creased with worry. Parfait walks to where Mother is and casts a binding spell around her while Dolores rushes to my side. That was a dangerous stunt you pulled, Michiko. It was. The only thing I could think of. I blink away tears as I feel another fit of pain. This is all I could manage. Michiko, hang in there. I look at Parfait with pleading eyes. Wait, please end this. Please save Mother from herself. Parfait slowly stands and walks towards Mother. I was the only one who truly loved you, Michiko. Yet you do this to me? You really think these fools cared about you so much, cared you as much as I did? No. You're wrong. I had people who loved me, but you took them away from me. I refuse to let you steal away any more of them. Isn't Parfait killing Mother also killing Parfait? Or no? Because I'm already the leader of the barrier, right? So, no? I don't know. Parfait stretches out her hand. Her whole body begins to emit a soft glow. I wish it didn't have to end this way, Hildire. You're making a big mistake protecting the humans who destroyed my kind, Fate. You're no different than those humans, Hildire. Violence does not beget more violence. I can feel the tears on my cheeks as I look at Mother's still form. Michiko, you don't have to do this. See this. But Waltz puts a hand over my eyes, blinding me. You've already seen enough darkness. Oh! I can feel an explosion of energy around me. A chilling current runs through the air, carrying Mother's screams to my ears. A soft energy begins to flow through my body. Mother's power is from the Tenebrarium. Mother is gone. When Waltz draws his hand away and I am able to glance at where Mother was just moments ago, there is nothing but specks of silver dust. Parfait stands over the ashes, crying. I'm so sorry. Another shockwave of pain courses through my body. This time I feel it attack my consciousness. I feel myself fading away. Let me sleep, just for a little while. I'm not dying though, Waltz, don't worry. Aww. One day you'll become a queen, my love. Just like Mother? Yes, just like me. I haven't heard the soundtrack. Probably copyright. Sorry. Will you be there when I become a queen? Of course. I will always be by your side. Forever? Forever. I love you, Mother. She doesn't say it back. Oh no, wait. I love you too, Michiko. Oh, she said it back. But Mother was evil. When I open my eyes, the first thing I see is Waltz. He is leaning over me, anxiety clearly etched on his face. Waltz? Thank goodness you're finally awake. I slowly inspect my surroundings, only to realize that I'm back in my old room at the Marchant. I try to remember how I got here, but my memories are hazy. What happened? I passed out and have been sleeping for 3 days. 3 days? I push myself up on the bed and wince. My body's unusually heavy. Waltz places his hand on my shoulders and gently eases me back onto the pillows. You're still weak. You need to rest more. I close my eyes and try to remember what happened. That's right. I was trying to save Waltz from Mother. Parfait and Delora came to save us, and then it is over. I open my eyes and stare at Waltz. Right? Waltz reaches for my hand, smiling as he gently squeezes it. Yes. Hell yeah! My vision blurs as tears begin to sting my eyes. I hope Mother is in a better place now, a place where she doesn't have to suffer anymore. Waltz leans over and kisses my forehead. I'm sure she is. Waltz begins to fill me in on the details of everything that transpired after I passed out. Alcastar was officially declared dead. At first there was a commotion as the people considered what Mother would do now that she wore the crown. Their worries only stopped when they found out Mother was truly gone. Fritz was locked up on account of being a possible danger to everyone. Everyone has been waiting for a verdict for me to decide what to do with him. I fall asleep not long after Waltz's explanation. I don't know what to do with him. When I open my eyes again, I am alone in my room. I shiver as I sit up, head foggy. I rub my hands over my arms and I attempt to wheel away some of the cold. Something feels off. I slowly step out of bed and begin to head for the door, but before I even lay my hand on the knob, the door opens on its own. Oh, you're finally awake. Parfait. I don't think you should be up and about right now. You should still be resting. Parfait leads me back to the bed. How are you feeling? I look up Parfait's face and realize how paper-white her skin has become. The circles in her eyes are even darker than they were before. Tired, but I will be fine. But you do not look well. I will be fine. I wanted to talk to you today if you're up to listening. What is this all about? I wanted to apologize for forcing you to shoulder the heavy burden caused by our mistakes, both Helldire's and mine. Back then, I did not have the heart to stop Hildire. If I had only defeated her, then none of this would have happened. Parfait reaches out and cups my face in her hands. Your dedication and kindness saved us all, Michiko. The future will be brighter with you as the Tenebrion's barrier. But what if I become corrupted by the darkness? What if... Parfait places a finger on my lips and smiles. No, you're different, Michiko. Unlike Hildire, you're surrounded by people who love you. Those people who are filled with light. Light that will drive away whenever darkness invades your heart. That's why I know that you'll be alright. Faye smiles at me gently. It is a beautiful shining smile, one that glows bright even as we begin to notice that the rest of Parfait's body is fading. Parfait, your body is... Faye's smile becomes melancholy. I thought it would start to disappear soon. My heart... Okay, here it is. My heart aches as I hold tight to Parfait's arm with shaking hands. What are you saying? Fairies and witches do not age physically and live longer, but that does not mean we are perfectly immortal. The body can only take so much damage before it finally withers away. But you can't disappear. You said before you had no air. Because that is what I wanted everyone to believe. Don't worry, Michiko. When I'm gone, one of my relatives will take over the responsibilities of barrier. What? Wait, what? She has a relative? She's been lying to us for the past how many rounds? Tears well up in my eyes as I stare at Parfait. I've already lost too many people, Parfait. I cannot lose you too. We were going to work together to bring back balance between the crystals. You still have so much to teach me. Sorry, Michiko. I would have loved to stay with you a bit longer, but my time here is up. Parfait continues to grow more translucent even as my hands slip through her arms. I try to reach for her again, but I can no longer touch her. Parfait! I already said my farewells to everyone else earlier. You're the last and most important person I must say goodbye to. Thank you for putting everything to rest, Michiko. Faye closes her eyes. Her lips still curl into a gentle smile, even as she begins to fade into pure light. Faye, no! I reach for her again, but when I pull my hands back, they are covered in golden dust. The gentle dust floats in the air before me where Parfait was moments ago. Be strong and be kind, Michiko. A few days after Parfait's passing, I went back to my training. My goal was to expel everyone's fairytale curses once and for all. After more than a week of intensive training with Waltz and Delora, I am able to completely dispel the fairytale curse from the Crystalline Tenebrarium. And the fairytale curse is non-existent, and cannot be cast again in Angelique. This is only one of the first steps I have taken in dismantling all of the damage Mother has done, but it is a step forward. And now with that done, I feel it's time to return to the palace. As the only blood heir to the throne, I have a responsibility to uphold and a promise to fulfill. Ophelia, Red, and Emmy returned to the palace a couple of days ago. Sharon and Garland went with them so that they could act as security. Fritz has been pardoned and now resumes his duty at the palace, only he is no longer my personal knight. I opt to stay behind so I can spend one last day with everyone in the tavern. Now as I stand here in the tavern, I realize how many friends I have made over the last few months. I never thought I would be so sad apart from all these people, but now that everything is back to normal, we have no reason to stay in the marching together day in and out. Anise, are you sure you don't want to try working in the palace again? You would make a wonderful royal chef. Thank you so much for the offer, Princess, but as much as I love to cook, I think I'd prefer working more with medicine. I would like to train under Chevalier, so I can one day become a doctor. I look at Rumple, Chevalier, as he flashes a smile at me. When his curse was dispelled, he remembered his name. I don't know if it's... You guys told me to, like, just pronounce the first one I said, which is Chevalier, which is a car. But when I pronounced it, it's supposed to be said as Chevalier. I don't know. It had been difficult to get used to it. Not only that, but his personality has mellowed somewhat. Take good care of Anise. But of course. I hope next time we meet, you will not try to flirt with me. Chevalier snorts and crosses his arm, but I see a hint of mischief as he smiles. I'll try my best, though I make no promises. I roll my eyes at him, and he responds with an easy laugh. I, too, am soon laughing along with him. Ah, a laughing princess, what a sight for sore eyes. This will definitely take some getting used to. I scowl at him. Seeing you in men's clothes will take some getting used to as well. Well, try your best not to fall for my handsome face. Right, so what are you planning to do? Carmen looks away and rubs the back of his neck. Well, I'll go back to my kingdom and hope that I don't find my name on a gravestone. Either way, I have a lot of explaining to do. Dora, where will you go now? Well, for starters, I plan on talking to all the good witches I know who are still hiding. I'm sure they'll be happy to know that they can finally come back to Angelie. They'll be even happier to know we have a capable barrier. Barrier? My heart sings as I remember Parfait. If she were still here, she would be talking about how we both need to do our best to maintain a balance between the crystals. What if I fail at being a capable barrier? Impossible, especially with Waltz there by your side. Oh, but speaking of which, where is Waltz? All of us glance around at the circle. He left so quietly none of us had even realized. I'll go look for him. I move first to the forest, feeling that he might be in there seeking some kind of quiet solace, so... Sure enough, I find him there staring up at the sky with his eyes full of melancholy. Waltz? Oh! Hi there, little star. Are we leaving now? Oh, we'll be leaving soon. You suddenly disappeared, so I came to look for you. Waltz's lips tug into a smile, tinged with sadness. Sorry, I just thought the sky was so clear today I had to come out and marvel at it. That is not a very convincing lie. Waltz looks up again, his smile slipping. Waltz, are you alright? Really alright? I'm a little... sad. Sad? After I killed my family when I was still young, I've been yearning to be part of a family again ever since then. When we became friends so long ago, you were the closest thing to family that I had. When we were pulled apart, I met Lady Parfait and was accepted at the Merchant. Now that it's time to leave everyone, I realize how sad I am. I've lived here since I was first cursed. Everyone in the Merchant has become my family. I move to stand beside him, then reach out to take his hand. His fingers weave their way through mine. I owe Lady Parfait so much. She gave me a family, reunited us. I owe her a lot too. Waltz turns to me and smiles. Sorry if I worried you. Shall we go back to the palace now? The palace? Not before you say your own goodbyes. I was planning on it. I just had to compose myself out here first. Compose? It's hard to imagine Waltz in tears. Well then, we will say our goodbyes and then you can open one of your portals. How about we walk to the palace? I shrink back at his suggestion. You know how much the townspeople despise me. I know it's important that I build a relationship with them before I become their new queen, but I do not think I'm ready for that yet. Waltz's smile is reassuring. Oh, but I have something important to show you in town. Something important. You'll see when we get there. But Waltz brings my hand to his lips and kisses my knuckles. I'll be by your side, little star, so there's nothing to fear. I stare at Waltz for a few moments before finally nodding my head. Okay. I feel like we're ending this soon, so this episode is just gonna be a little bit longer. We returned to the mansion temporarily to say our final farewells. After that, Waltz and I walked into town in silence. I am in awe as we enter the plaza. I noticed immediately that something is different. There are lily decorations hanging all around the square and through the streets. I wonder why all these lilies are here. People in the immediate vicinity turn to look at me, their conversation going silent as they notice me. It is as I thought. Of course they still fear me. Big sister! I turned at the sound of the voice and noticed one of the little girls that I played with once before running toward us. She almost makes it to us before a woman I assumed to be her mother pulls her back. I'm surprised when the mother hands her daughter a bouquet of lilies and whispers something to her before releasing her. The little girl nods before running up to me. I bend down so that we are eye level and am shocked when she suddenly throws her arms around my neck. Thank you, big sister. The girl pulls back and hands me the bouquet of lilies. My mama says thank you as well. I stare at her, still baffled, before glancing at her mother. The woman nods to me, then dips into a soft bow. I take the bouquet from the girl and stand up. I can only stare on, still shocked, as more townspeople approach me with lilies in their hands. What is going on? This is what I wanted to show you. Huh? The townspeople have been planning this for days. They asked me to make sure that you pass through the town on this day so that they could give you their message. Message? I turn back to the people gathered around me and notice that they are all still holding the flowers with bright smiles on their faces. The silence is gone, replaced by excited chattering and bright laughter. On the count of 3. Starts counting at the end of the countdown, the townsfolk throw the flowers up into the air. The delicate petals flutter down on Waltz and I, showering us in gentle color. Then all at once, they begin to say the same phrase, their voices mingling to create the most harmonious and overwhelming greeting I have ever received. Thank you. You risked your life to save all of us, despite how we treated you. We misjudged you, Your Highness. Please forgive us. We knew we had to give you a grand thank you for all you've done for us, so we planned this. So that the lily decorations, they're a celebration for you, the soon-to-be queen. I feel tears gathering in my eyes, and I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. But there is nothing to apologize for. I was the one at fault. We misjudged you harshly, and we had no right to. The past doesn't matter anymore. We've all decided to change for the better. From now on, we have our full cooperation. Just as we helped the previous king, so too shall we help you, Your Highness. Everyone, thank you. I will do my best to continue the reign of peace my father started. People's eyes are filled with hope as they hand over lily bouquets. My hands are quickly filled, and Waltz ends up having to take the majority of them. We continue toward the palace, the crowd cheering behind us. That's cute. Such a great town. Oh, this is cute! That's cute! Waltz is special. He gets everything special. It's been 2 months since I returned to the palace. Since then, I have been working non-stop so that I can better familiarize myself with running a kingdom. I've been studying day and night, trying to broaden my knowledge of the kingdom. I've had help from many people and have come a long way. Today, I was officially crowned the new Queen of Angeline. My determination has only grown since then. I've been trying to take my responsibilities as seriously as I possibly can. For the time being, I have space to breathe. A dinner celebration has been planned for tonight, and I am on my way to my room to prepare. Oh, it's so weird seeing her in this outfit. Everyone will be there. I cannot wait to see them again. Michiko! I turn to see Emmy running toward me. I notice that Rada's trailing behind her. What's the matter? You seem to be in a hurry. What's the matter? The party is in a few hours and you're still not dressed. This really isn't so dire a circumstance. It has been months, but it's still so strange to hear Rod's voice actually coming from his own mouth. Please calm down, Emmy. Even though Rod has his voice back, he still keeps Sebby with him. A stuffed rabbit sometimes throws in little comments here and there. But it is! This event is very important. It will not take me 2 hours to prepare, Emmy. But it might. You're the queen now, and you must look regal tonight. I raised an eyebrow at her. 2 hours is a little excessive, and I'm not planning to do anything overly special tonight. But don't you want to at least look pretty for Waltz? What are you talking about? Mother and I want to make you shine so bright Waltz won't be able to take his eyes off of you. Oh, that's cute! Emmy, I won't take no for an answer this time. She turns around with a mischievous grin. We'll be done soon. I'll see you later, Rod. Without waiting for my reply, Emmy grabs my hand and pulls me into my room. And with that, I am done. I cannot believe it took so long just to put on makeup. I did not think making myself up like this would be enjoyable, but doing this with Ophelia and Emmy was fun. You look so beautiful, Michiko. You really do look the part of a queen. Isn't this too much? Not at all. You should take pride in doing yourself up like this sometimes. You have a lovely... I thought it said loyal face. I was gonna like, oh. You have a lovely face, Michiko. If you insist. I love how they're hyping this up. I better look stinking pretty. Now that we've helped you, we need to help ourselves. The celebration is just around the corner. We'll see you later, dear. Ophelia? Em? They both stop right in front of the door. Thank you for everything. Of course, this is what families do, Michiko. The two smile at me one last time before they exit the room. I stand up and head for the balcony. The cool air is refreshing on my skin. Father, if you had also been here tonight, tonight would have been perfect. Chico? Come in. I've come to let you know that everyone have arrived early. Waltz comes to an abrupt stop when he sees me. He openly stares at me, mouth slightly open in awe. My face warms up. What? Waltz turns his face away, his face deep red. You look beautiful tonight. Thank you. A gentle smile forms on Waltz's lips as he approaches. He stops in front of me, gently tracing my cheek with one of his fingers. His touch leaves a trail of warmth on my cool skin. My star is shining brighter tonight. Waltz holds out his hand. May I have this dance, my lady? I cannot help but giggle as I place my hand in his. Before the dance even starts, Waltz has suddenly wrapped an arm around my waist. He tilts me downward with a smile. Oh, I look gorge. I look so grown up. Wow. Waltz! Waltz draws closer to me, his lips pulling into a mischievous smile. I'm lucky to be the first man to see you tonight, but I don't like the idea of other men seeing you as you are. I'm going to be awfully jealous. I give him a teasing smile. Are you worried that someone will take me away from you? Not really. Should I be? You know, my feelings for you will never change. And you know that I will always love you no matter what. The two of us are frozen in time. I feel I could stand here looking into Waltz's eyes like this forever. I love you, Michiko. I love you too, Waltz. Oh, that's so beautiful! That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Honestly, I feel like Waltz was favored. I feel like his route was mostly favored. But on an emotional level, I feel like I fangirled over Rod mostly. Yeah. Sorry guys. My heart in this game belongs to Rod. Rod was my all-time favorite. I literally had goosebumps several times during his route compared to Waltz's route, which I'm pretty bummed because I believe I wanted to love Waltz's route even in the demo. I thought I would love his route because of how he was designed. But on a chart of my faves right now, or permanently because this game is done with, on the chart it's Rod, Waltz, Claude, Fritz. I was like, wait, did Fritz have a real name? Is that his name? Fritz. Oh, wait, no. Fritz and Chevrolet are kind of tied. No, wait, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. Those two are iffy. Those two can go back and forth. But for sure, my top three is Rod, Waltz, and Claude. Fritz and Chevrolet, I kind of feel iffy on theirs. I feel like Fritz is probably the very bottom, just because I was upset that we didn't really have a one-on-one character development with him. It was more of like everything else that was going around him. So okay, I guess in all actuality, my ranking is Rod, Waltz, Claude, Chevrolet, and Fritz. Which I'm bummed out about, because Fritz's route was it was locked. So you would think hello? You would think his route would be good. She's known as the Ice Princess, named for her frigid heart and unyielding. Okay, it's going so bad. It's going by so fast. Princess shunned all who sought to help her. Okay. Then one day, the Ice Princess became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse and was forced to go from riches to rags. As the princess struggled to come to terms with her new life, she met a very special man. Whoa, what? The two endured much strife, helping each other overcome various ordeals, and in the end they emerged victorious. The special man thawed the princess's ice-cold heart and dried her dampened spirits. The two vowed to love each other for the rest of time. They lived happily ever after. Oh, it's like our own fairy tale book. Oh, that's cute. But what happens after happily ever after? Oh, wait, what? Are you telling me? Are you ready to go, Michiko? Where am I going? I'm coming somewhere. Oh, I'm gorgeous! Sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, I'm so pretty here. I kind of want to use this as a thumbnail. But it's now shall we go? Oh, wow, she's so pretty there. Guys, she was so stinking pretty there. Wow. Wow, this game. To think I wasn't even gonna play this game because I had so many games backlogged. I mean, I still have games backlogged right now because I'm doing this game. Wow, I love that. Happily Ever After and Evening Star were achievements I got. Oh, wow. This game is beautiful. A lot of you have already played it, and then I know a handful of you guys haven't played it, but we are finished. We're finished. We're officially done. We're done with this game. And now my heart is going to be torn in another game that's probably going to be as beautiful, as amazing, and as goosebump feelings for me. Oh my gosh. But to wrap up my whole feelings of this game, Rod's my favorite. Rod's my all-time favorite. And then it has to be Waltz, Claude, Chevrolet, and Fritz. I'm really upset with Fritz's route because I wanted more me and him and not me and backstory, but it ended up being like that. The art here in this game is beautiful. I love the sparkle. I love the sound effects, and it's all completely free, which I was very shocked about when this game was released officially, full game. A lot of you guys told me that it was already out, and then I was like, oh, it's probably gonna cost some money. And then no, it's free. This entire game is free. So if you guys want to replay this as many times as you want, fall in love with the guy as many times as you want, even go for the bad endings. I usually don't do bad endings, but I hate bad endings. I always get them whenever I don't have a guide. So that's my all-time destiny. All-time destiny. But anyway, thank you guys for following me along and watching Cinderella Phenomenon from episode 1 to 45. We're 45 episodes. But then again, a couple chunk of it was just prologue, and then we actually got to the routes. But we are done, completed with another visual novel game, and I'm very pleased. I don't know if the creators usually... Some creators do watch my playthroughs, but if you happen to be the creator of this game or one of the members, thank you for your hard work. Your game is beautiful. I will always remember Rod in my heart. Rod's my favorite, and to think I thought he was gonna be my lowest tier guy on my list, but he turns out to be the top tier. So I shouldn't judge a book by its cover at all. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next playthrough.